business forever. You make the drive and we'll make the deal.
Taking action, getting results. You're watching WHNT News 19 at 6.
Thank you for watching WHNT News 19 at 6. You're looking live right now at downtown Florence via our Jax Camera Network. It has been a beautiful Saturday on this first day of the Memorial Day weekend. Let's get a quick look at your Saturday night forecast. Meteorologist Brandon Chambers joining us now, and you really can't beat this for a holiday weekend.
Fantastic weather today. Highs around 80 degrees, low humidity, which is rare for us. Let's just admit it for this time of year. And light winds as well, making for a pleasant afternoon. I hope you got to enjoy it because things are heating up tomorrow and into next week. However, it's not all that bad. You can see just a few high clouds moving across the Tennessee Valley region at the current time. Nothing immediately coming down the pipeline other than a weak disturbance which will affect us on Memorial Day. We'll talk a bit more about that in just a moment. Currently across the area as we start the evening, upper 70s, a light wind, and we're going to be a little bit more mild than what we saw last night after starting off in the upper 40s. This morning we're expecting upper 40s out east around the Cumberland Plateau, Jackson, DeKalb, Franklin County, Tennessee, but lower to mid 50s, slightly more mild in central and western areas. Coming up in just a few moments, we'll talk about who has the best chance for rain and how much rain we expect as we head into Memorial Day, as well as a warming trend. All those details coming up in just a few moments.
Thanks, Brandon. Florence police are investigating a stabbing from overnight. It happened in the 500 block of South Connor Street just after midnight. According to police, one person was stabbed during an altercation. The victim was transported to ECM Hospital and later flown to Huntsville Hospital. His condition is not known at this time. Anyone with information about this incident is asked to call Florence police or call the Shoals Area Crime Stoppers. That number is on your screen. Also overnight, the Speak Volunteer Fire Department responded to a fire in Lawrence County. When firefighters arrived around 11:30 Friday night, a car was on fire inside the garage of a home. Emergency responders say the fire spread through the garage into the attic, causing the roof to collapse. The house is a total loss. There was one person at home at the time of the fire, but they were not hurt. 5 days after a deadly tornado tore through Moore, Oklahoma, thousands took a break from the cleanup to mark a special occasion. 3 high schools in the community held back-to-back graduation ceremonies, and postponing those graduations wasn't an option. Leaders at the Moore Public School District say they wanted to hold the ceremonies as scheduled to give students a sense of normalcy. For those graduates who have lived in Moore their entire life, they've survived 7 tornadoes that took a direct hit on their hometown. Alabamians are working tirelessly to get supplies and help to the victims of last week's devastating tornadoes in Oklahoma. WHNT News 19's Daniela Perlon joins us now with more. Daniela?
Well, Carson, the United Methodist Disaster Warehouse collects supplies year-round so they can be prepared whenever disaster strikes. Now, over the past week, volunteers have started putting together cleaning and health supply kits to send to Oklahoma. Each one is equipped with cleaning supplies, bug spray, sponges, items most of us take for granted every day. I spoke with one woman who says she and her husband are passionate about helping disaster victims after witnessing the devastation of the 2011 tornadoes right in their own backyard.
All around us, there were people whose houses were blown away. And so we saw firsthand what the community looks like and what we need.
Coordinators say it is important to only send items the tornado victims really need. Now that includes leather work gloves, hygiene products, and large tarps. We will be posting a full list of supplies that you can help donate on WHNT.com. Live in the newsroom, Daniela Perlon, WHNT News 19.
Thanks, Daniela. A 3-time tornado survivor is lending a helping hand to the victims of the Oklahoma storms. Jennifer Adair has gone through 3 tornadoes since 2009. Adair's home was hit especially hard during the April 27th, 2011 tornadoes. She said one of the biggest helps to her family during the recovery process was receiving gift cards. Today, she set up a drive to collect gift cards for the victims of last week's tornado.
There's a lot of initial help out there that floods in after a tornado. And a lot of times people get overwhelmed with certain things, and the gift cards, you can use them now for whatever you may need that you don't have. You can use them down the road when the help disappears. So it's just really a good way to get in their help.
Adair is working through Tumors for Tuscaloosa, an effort that started in Auburn after the April 27th tornadoes hit Tuscaloosa. She raised $2,365 for her cause today. Well, the main focus of recovery in Oklahoma has been on the human victims of the tornado. Not to be forgotten are the pets and animals left without shelter or food. The Greater Huntsville-Madison Humane Society shipped off hundreds of pounds of horse feed today. They also collected cat and dog food, crates, even bowls and toys for man's best friend. Coordinators say they want to make sure man's furry friends are taken care of while the victims rebuild. They're planning another drive for Oklahoma in the coming weeks. Alabama to Montana is about a 2,000-mile journey. One local man is taking the trip in a way that's definitely less traveled. WHNT News 19's Megan Hayes joins us now with more. And Megan, this is a pretty inspiring story.
Right, this is really cool, Carson. Robert Montgomery set off from Birmingham yesterday, made it to Huntsville. He's pedaling his way across the country on his bicycle. It's a 2,000-mile journey to raise awareness for Never Thirst, a clean water charity dedicated to helping those in impoverished countries.
We have a goal to raise $100,000, and so we're just trying to raise awareness. There's 4,000 kids that die every single day from just a simple lack of clean drinking water, and so that's something we're trying to change.
Montgomery left Birmingham on Friday. He pedaled his way to Huntsville for a pit stop, arriving just before midnight. He doesn't consider himself a cyclist.
Probably my longest ride prior to yesterday was 20 miles.
Rather, just a man trying to change the world.
I'd like to make it about more than myself. And do something, good out of it.
The idea for the cross-country bike trip started when Montgomery wanted to make changes in his life. That's when he decided to raise awareness and funds for Never Thirst, a faith-based nonprofit that works to bring clean water to the poor in the developing world.
And that's really when I became really passionate about this whole thing. Just visualizing what we could do, to change that stat.
Making a bike trip cross-country is no easy feat, and Montgomery knows there will be unexpected hurdles.
I'm not scared. There's challenges out there, there's obstacles, and so I'll just kind of face each one and chip away at it and get through it as it presents itself.
Montgomery hopes to make it to Montana within a month. He will be stopping in cities and spending time raising money for Never Thirst so he can reach his $100,000 goal. The journey will be an interactive one. He's providing real-time tracking of his location along the tour and is posting on social media. For more information, you can go to WHNT.com. Carson.
Thanks, Megan. There's still more to come here on the news at 6. Folks are heading to Decatur this weekend. We've got some reasons why you might want to join them. And the summer movie season has kicked off, and that means it's time for sequels. Our movie review team looks at 2 new releases. That's coming up right after the break.
This is a finger, and this is the WHNT News 19 app. Finger, meet app. App, meet finger. Together, they help you stay informed. Check on the weather and watch streaming news. If Finger could talk, it would tell you this is a match made in heaven. And it works on both Apple and most Android devices. Make your finger happy. Download the WHNT News 19 app today.
The Memorial Day pool sale is going on now at H&H Pools. Complete pool packages from $999. Plus, get a Smart Clean pool cleaner and step-on ladder free. Save $1,998. H&H Pools, Huntsville, Decatur, and Muscle Shoals.
It's the sale too, for just one day. The 4-day Memorial Day weekend sale at Bob Wallace Appliance. This isn't just any sale, it's total. It's store-wide. Frigidaire refrigerator as low as $4.99. Samsung front-load washer and dryer, $11.99 for the pair. May is Maytag month. Rebates on washers and dryers up to $250. Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Frigidaire, Maytag, GE, Viking, Samsung. Brands you trust. The 4-day Memorial Day weekend sale at Bob Wallace Appliance. Where else but on Bob Wallace Avenue in Huntsville?
A Honda Odyssey clearance event now at your North Alabama Honda dealer.
The Memorial Day pool sale is going on now at H&H Pools. Complete pool packages from $999. Plus, get a Smart Clean pool cleaner and step-on ladder free. Save $1,998. H&H Pools, Huntsville, Decatur, and Muscle Shoals.
Happening this weekend, a Memorial Day celebration in Decatur. Part of the festivities include the Alabama Jubilee Hot Air Balloon Classic at Point Mallard Park. The morning started early with the Hare and Hound balloon race, which you can see here, courtesy of Brad Duckett. The rest of the day's activities included the Southland Flywheelers Tractor Show, along with food and games. Tonight, families will also enjoy live music, fireworks, and the balloon glow. The annual celebration has grown to become a summer kickoff tradition.
It's great, if you can get here in the morning, then it's just something you can't miss. And then the balloon glow every year, it's just been phenomenal every year that we've been here since I was a little kid. People come back all the time, and it's just crazy that it's been really going on this long.
Tomorrow afternoon, there will be a military tribute and a special recognition for wounded warriors. That's at 3:15 tomorrow. This weekend marks the opening of Point Mallard Park as well.
Now, your WHNT News 19 weather where you live forecast with meteorologist Brandon Chambers.
Brandon joining us once again. You've been over to Point Mallard for the balloons, right?
I actually took a hot air balloon last year, and it was
fun, right?
Amazing
I did it
experience.
once.
Absolutely. We dipped down into the Tennessee River for a little bit.
I didn't do that.
A little scary, but it was awesome. If you ever have a chance to take a hot air balloon ride, it's a fantastic experience. So quiet. As long as the weather conditions are ideal, and they're ideal today, looking good out there. Here's a live look outside downtown Huntsville. I've got it panned up over the Regions building, and you can see the high, thin cirrus clouds, wispy clouds moving through, again, our Jack's camera network. And that's what we'll see tonight, just passing cirrus clouds, translucent clouds, some starshine still getting through to the ground. Today's high, 81 degrees officially at Huntsville International. Our average for this time of year is 84 according to the 30-year average. Today's high in Muscle Shoals was 79 degrees. Currently, we have mid-70s out east around Scottsboro, Fort Payne, and Albertville, 73 degrees, a little bit warmer out west, upper 70s and near 80 degrees around Russellville, Muscle Shoals. Cortland's at 73, and we have some upper 70s around Decatur as well. At lows tonight, we do expect the cooler spots to be, as usual, the higher terrain of the Cumberland Plateau, Lookout and Sand Mountains, upper 40s to start off your Sunday, but mid to lower 50s, so not quite as cool further west. As we head into tomorrow afternoon, however, we are going to warm up a little bit warmer than what we saw today, and a little bit more muggy as well. Upper 80s, a south wind of 5 to 10. Some areas may approach the 90-degree mark as early as tomorrow afternoon. There are the few clouds that we see passing around our region. Nothing immediately to our west to really be concerned about as far as rain goes. As we look further to the west in the southern plains, we have a weak disturbance causing some showers, actually some severe weather along the Gulf Coast. That will be passing through the area on Memorial Day. Not a widespread chance for showers or a thunderstorm, but there is a chance for some stray showers, maybe a pop-up thunderstorm to affect you briefly. Don't cancel your outdoor plans. For tomorrow on our Futurecast model, a light to a moderate south wind of 5 to 10. Mainly sunny skies as well, looking good, a little bit warm, a little bit more muggy, and then a few scattered showers start to pop up, especially east of 65, northeastern Alabama. The further northeast you head, the better chances for seeing an isolated chance for maybe a scattered shower. But the chances for measurable rain aren't all that great further to the west, about a 10 to 15 to 20% chance. Again, the higher chances further into Tennessee and further east into Georgia. But there may be a shower to contend with on Memorial Day, but don't cancel your plans. It shouldn't really have a major impact on any outdoor observances. There's that little dip in the jet stream. That's the disturbance passing through. After that moves out, a feature called an upper level ridge in the mid-levels, about 18,000 feet above the surface. Well, that's not going to do a whole lot to provide us any rain chances, but it does mean some increasing heat, humidity, and these features tend to stick around once they get settled in like we are expecting over the next 7 days or so. So expect the heat, humidity, and low rain chances to continue for some time to come. Tonight will be around 54, at least in the Huntsville area. The higher ridge tops will be a bit milder to start off your Sunday, I should say, but the valley is a little bit cooler. Mid-80s on Sunday, at least around the Huntsville area for Memorial Day. Again, that stray shower will be possible. A 10% chance in any one given location, otherwise warm and fairly breezy. Humidity returns, the warm conditions return. Should be around 90 by around Tuesday or Wednesday of this week.
We had one of those ridges set in like last June or something, and it was here for about a month.
And that happens a lot of times around here in the summer. They stick around. They're hard to budge.
All right. Thanks, Brandon.
You bet.
It's time to head into the screening room, and this weekend is all about franchises. This week, our team is looking at the Hangover 3 and the Fast and the Furious 6. Here's what they thought.
Welcome to the screening room. I'm Russ Simmons.
And I'm Sean Edwards, new at the box office, The Hangover Part 3.
Yes, the Wolf Pack is back for another round of debauchery. In this episode, plays a bit more like a violent crime flick than a raunchy comedy, but it manages to wring a few laughs out of a tired premise.
Now, 3 is a magic number unless you're a movie franchise. You can now add The Hangover Part 3 to that list of flops that include Revenge of the Jedi, Back to the Future 3, Jaws 3D, and Matrix Revolution. This movie's just awful.
I don't know. I like Revenge of the Jedi. And while I can't match the crude insanity of the original, I think Part 3 is an improvement over the derivative Part 2, and Melissa McCarthy's appearance in a brief supporting role is a welcome addition.
Well, the biggest problem is it's not funny. Nothing happens. Heck, they're not even in Las Vegas until the very end, and you would think it would all end in spectacular fashion. It plays more like a spin-off for the Ken Jeong character, Mr. Chow, and that's pretty much just irritating.
I'm giving it 3 out of 5 popcorn bags.
2 popcorn bags for The Hangover Part 3. I mean, the Wolfpack deliver if you're into mediocrity.
Now, the 5 previous movies in the Fast and Furious franchise have pulled in over $1.6 billion at the worldwide box office. And with its concentration of goofy, over-the-top action, Fast and Furious 6 should add quite a few more dollars to that tally.
No doubt, and that's mainly because I'm a sucker for fast cars. I love over-the-top action and compelling, hey, I want to hang with you characters. Those always make any movie better. So maybe that's why the Fast and Furious is such a rewarding experience. I know it's hard to believe, but this franchise just keeps getting better, more exciting, and more compelling.
Well, the franchise has evolved from a story about street racers into a comic book variation of a James Bond flick, and it's appropriate that The Rock is one of the Furious stars because, like WWE wrestling, there's not a believable moment in it, but it's still mindless fun.
You know what? The card tricks are crazy, and the characters are even back from the dead, and the dynamic between The Rock and Vin Diesel was cooler than a polar bear's toenail. Implausible, yes. Implausibly hard to resist, yes.
3 popcorn bags for me.
Man, I love this movie. This is what summertime is all about. 4 popcorn bags for the Fast and Furious 6.
Until next time, I'm Russ Simmons.
And I'm Sean Edwards in the screening room.
If neither one of those movies catches your eye, you can still check out Star Trek Into Darkness, The Great Gatsby. There are also Tyler Perry's Peebles, Iron Man 3, or if you're up for an animated flick, Epic is now in theaters too. The Lady Vols are 1 win away from eliminating Alabama from the NCAA softball tournament, and Ryan Cody asked Nick Saban to clear up any rumors about auctioning his Georgia lake house. The coach's response is not something you want to miss. It's coming up next in sports.
Find your comfort zone with a Train electric heat pump. Year-round savings up to 50%.
So call your Train comfort specialist right now because it's hard to stop a train.
Call Bobby Terry Company, 278-4853.
Your local Ford dealer celebrates red, white, and you.
Me?
Yes, you. And you.
You mean me? He means us.
For helping make Ford America's best-selling brand, we're thanking you.
Sweet.
And you, Birdie Machine.
Me?
And you too, Supermom.
Me?
Now get up to $39.95. Plus military personnel, veterans, and retirees receive an extra $7.50 for up to $47.45 cash back during the Red, White, and You celebration.
Hello, I'm Steve Hobbs.
And I'm Anna Alexander, store manager here at the Decatur location. We offer a large selection of handcrafted decor in bridal and fashion, Hearts on Fire, Pandora, and many others. We also offer a full repair shop where you can watch our jeweler doing repairs with our house laser welder. We have store locations in Decatur, Huntsville, Athens, and Ardmore.
And remember, at Hobbs Jewelers, we want to be your jewelry store.
Save up to 65% during the Beds Express Memorial Day sale. Choose from America's best brands, Beautyrest, Serta, Sealy, Stearns & Foster, iComfort, and Tempur-Pedic. Then save up to 65% and get a free gift card up to $300, plus free delivery and free memory foam pillows on select sets. Beds Express makes it easy to save now with the best financing plan ever. Pay no interest till 2018. This is the biggest Memorial Day sale ever at all 46 Beds Express locations.
When Huntsville gets hot, homeowners turn to Train. Buy a new Train system now and cash in on 36 months financing at 0 interest. Save big, stay cool. Your local Train comfort specialist is Bobby Terry Company, 278-4853.
Sewell, this time Siobhan's got it to throw to first, and Tennessee wins game 1, 3-2. The defending champs will have to try and win twice tomorrow, or the Lady Vols can put them away.
With their backs against the wall and season on the line, the Crimson Tide softball team heads into Game 2 of its best of 3 series with Tennessee, needing a win in the worst way, while the Lady Vols are a bit more relaxed with 2 chances to knock out college softball's defending champs. And in the top of the 6th inning, Tennessee is in position to take care of the job in Game 2. Alabama was up 3-0 going to the 3rd, but since then, The Lady Vols have rattled off 4 straight runs. We'll have all the highlights for you coming up tonight at 10. Now that the Alabama baseball team is officially eliminated from the SEC tournament, the Tide can now turn its sights to the NCAA regionals. Even though Alabama lost twice to LSU this past week, head coach Mitch Gaspard feels like his team went toe-to-toe with some of the best in the country, and they're ready for regionals.
I know that I learned a whole lot more. I know what our team is right now. I mean, they're a bunch of gutty guys that get after it and scratch and claw. And we've got a really good freshman group that's going to be outstanding and already have been for us now. And I like our team.
In a game that started last night, the Braves edged New York 7-5 in 10 innings just a few minutes ago. Thanks to rain, the play was suspended late Friday in a 5-5 tie. The two teams resumed about an hour ago and will play a second game in just a few minutes at 6:30. Kyle Busch ready for the History Channel 300. Lap 2, Austin Dillon was leading, but Busch is like, sorry, buddy, I'm a little faster than you. Lap 166, Travis Pastrana gets loose, crashes hard into the wall. He will have to call his car insurance agent as the caution comes out. Who wrecks an American flag car on Memorial Day? That's tough. Final lap, Kyle Busch crosses the finish line to win the History Channel 300, his 6th nationwide win of the season and 7th win at Charlotte Motor Speedway. That's a record. So let's take a look at the results. Joey Logano finished 3rd in front of Kyle Larson and Kevin Harvick in 5th. The Sprint Cup race is Sunday at 5 o'clock. Hey, anybody have an extra $11 million laying around? Yeah,
do not.
No, yeah, me either. But if you did, you could be the proud owner of Nick Saban's lake house in Georgia. The luxurious 9,600 square foot estate comes with 6 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, and a boathouse. That's my favorite part. Pretty nice, huh? Well, when I asked Coach Saban about it a few weeks ago, he said, there's only one problem with the story.
It's not my house. I mean, you know, I bought a lot. I let a guy build a spec house on it. Now it's up for sale, and he can't sell it, so he's going to auction it off. I live in my house on the lake. This is a spec house, so how is it my house? That's what I can't figure out.
One night ever?
No, it's not my house. It's a spec house. Anybody ever build a spec house and try to sell it? And I was doing my buddy a favor by letting him use my lot to build a spec house. So now it's my house. Doesn't even have any furniture in it.
You ever build a spec house?
I've never built a spec house. The way do we find out if Saban has ever been in there? You go inside the house and sit there and eat oatmeal cream pies in the cabinet. No, Saban's actually living there.
There's no couch even, so you wouldn't have anywhere to sit down to eat it. We cleared up the spec house situation from 5. What that is Saban owns some land on the lake, and he wants to have a developer come in and take care of all that, build a couple houses. This is the first one. It's kind of like a model home, you know, for what the rest of them could look like. So he's trying to sell it. He's actually going to auction it off June 6th. Hey, got $11 million laying around. Go ahead.
Maybe somebody will get it.
It's not going to be you or I. We know that.
Thanks, Ryan. Coming up, a classic video game comes to life. The only place you can meet the real Donkey Kong gorilla. Next.
The Memorial Day pool sale is going on now at H&H Pools. Complete pool packages from $999. Plus, get a Smart Clean pool cleaner and step-on ladder free. Save $1,998. H&H Pools, Huntsville, Decatur, and Muscle Shoals.
At Story Lee Furniture, the Big Ten event is outside, but the big Memorial Day sale is inside.
Save up to 70% off retail on the largest selection of furniture in the Tennessee Valley. Outside the Big Ten event, inside the Memorial Day sale with new merchandise arriving daily. Plus, now through Memorial Day, on select Thomasville furniture, get half off. Or get 48 months no interest. You choose.
Remember, tent sale outside, Memorial Day sale inside. You've got to come see Story and Lee.
It's Toyota time here at Bill Penny Toyota. Come test drive one of our award-winning Toyota vehicles. The company with the most fuel-efficient vehicles available.
Save this month only with payments as low as $149 a month on the 2013 Corolla and 0% financing on 10 2013 Toyota models.
Save every day at Bill Penny Toyota. Visit us at the corner of University and Wynn in Huntsville, where you can become our next $5,000 test drive winner, or at BillPennyToyota.com.
The National Tractor Pullers Association roars into Billy Hunter Park May 31st and June 1st for the 8th annual Hazel Green Truck and Tractor Pull. The whole family can witness the raw power of Grand National Super Farm tractors, Grand National two-wheel drive trucks, Super Stock tractors, and limited Pro Stock tractors shaking the stands. Shows start at 7 o'clock each night. Tickets are just $15 for adults, $5 for children. The 8th Annual Hazel Green Truck and Tractor Pull. Sponsored by Madison County Co-op, Tri Green Equipment, and H&R Agri-Power.
Memorial Day sale is on at Bragg's of Huntsville, where you can save up to 50%. Make every room simply inviting, or take in the scenery with outdoor furniture by Lane Venture. The Memorial Day sale at Bragg's, for every room in your life.
I absolutely did not think I could ever own a home. 28 years old, I've got a wood flooring, crown molding. So I was like a kid in a candy store, so excited. I still wake up and walk around just like, oh my gosh, this is mine. These floors are mine. This wall is mine. This is mine.
Less money. Live better. Breland Homes.
I spell country, WDRM.
The best songs.
The biggest artists.
All in one place. 1021 WDRM.
The Honda Pilot. Special financing now at your North Alabama Honda dealer.
The Memorial Day pool sale is going on now at H&H Pools. Complete pool packages from $999. Plus, get a smart clean pool cleaner and step-on ladder free. Save $1,998. H&H Pools, Huntsville, Decatur, and Muscle Shoals.
Animals and video games came together at the Los Angeles Zoo this weekend in an effort to bring a different crowd out to see the animals. The zoo renamed their gorilla habitat. The new name, Donkey Kong Country returns 3D at Campo Gorilla Reserve. What does that mean?
It means it's 3D, I guess.
This is in honor of the release of the game for Nintendo 3DS. The LA Zoo made this a 4-day event. Representatives say they want to bring awareness to endangered gorillas in the wild who face threats like poaching and habitat loss.
There was the real Donkey Kong. We just saw it at the end there.
Yeah.
Huge fan of that game, by the way.
I know, you were trying to find out what his wife's name is.
Yeah, well, apparently he's not married. He has a girlfriend whose name is Candy Kong, but I don't know who his wife is. I'm a fan of Diddy Kong myself, their nephew. Yeah.
So did you play the original game? I don't know if you're old enough.
Yeah, I was young, but I was getting at it early.
Me too. So yeah, you're born in Nintendo 64.
Yeah, there you go. Or Super Nintendo.
Oh yeah, good stuff.
All about it.
All right. Well, if you have video games, it might be a nice day to put those down and get outside over the next couple of days. I know it's going to be hard to pry yourself away, but you know the weather's going to be great. A little muggy tomorrow, not quite as great as today, mid-80s. Looks like we may see a stray shower or two on Memorial Day, but don't cancel your plans as of right now because it doesn't look like it's going to be all that impactful on us. And the main story for the next week or so is a high-pressure ridge leading to temperatures near 90. The mugginess returns, and we get back to reality for us here in the South.
It's like a summer forecast.
Where we should be, really.
All right. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you back here tonight at 10. Have a great night.
With an always fast